sir?
Yeah, God, he's big.
Okay, what's he doing in your yard?
He's looking at me.
Okay, guys. So, I'm up in the Maine woods, way up by the Canadian border. And I'm in one of these cut roads that they use to get to different parts of the woods to cut the valuable timber that they're looking for. And mostly paper companies looking for softwood. And I'm in one of their access roads that they make. And a few years back, I was an avid hunter, an avid fisherman, and I seen something one day in the Maine wilderness, and I couldn't explain it. And although I don't believe, I really just don't believe that a Bigfoot, there is a Bigfoot. I absolutely believe a Bigfoot could live off this land, could find plenty to eat, and could survive up here. But what I did see is a little bit unexplainable. So I've been curious ever since. And, I see some really cool stuff from time to time. And the area that I'm in is it's real remote. And it's just all wilderness. And there's a lot of feed in these woods. So at different times of the year, like when the acorns are falling, or there's a lot of beech nuts around and stuff like that, and berries, Maine black bears, they get up 400 or 500 pounds. And they survive just fine. So I'm going to do a lot of investigating. I'm going to do some overnight woods camping. And I'm going to be hunting around to see if I can put an explanation to what I saw that day. And, you never have a camera when you need one. And I was out deer hunting one day. And I was sitting in a stand. And something, movement will catch your eye as a hunter. That's what you're looking for. And I seen something, and I just can't explain it. So I thought I would do a series on looking for Bigfoot. And the Maine woods is a beautiful place. And you'd be surprised how much wilderness is untouched in the state of Maine. There's vast tracts of forest where nothing's ever been done. And I believe places people have never walked. So, I don't see why it couldn't be. Canada is really not all that populated. Like 80% of Canada's population is located in a small area, and the rest of that country is wilderness. So where I'm at now, there's an unbroken forest from here all the way up to probably any part of Canada you want to go to. So it's very possible something could be in these woods. We're going to start camping out in some areas that I think, if they do exist, that they would be in these areas. We're going to be very dedicated in this, and we're going to look. Now, I don't have the best of camera right now, but I'm going to invest in a really nice camera, and I'm going to legitimately go after this. I can see on the ground here that that's an old buck rub right there where deer came along and made a nice rub. Another spot right there you can probably see. And lots of times you can mistake that for turkey scrapings, but that's just a buck right there from this fall. And I'm no woods expert by any means, but I spent quite a bit of time in the wilderness, and I always thought to myself, now if there was a Bigfoot or something like that, we would come across one, or the bones or something. But there is some animals, and depending on their bones, they do decompose really quick. Now, I've never come across, the bones of a black bear. But I know there's massive amounts of black bear in these woods. But I've never come across that. So to me, that's kind of weird, It's like, if those bones and the hide and all that can disappear. Now, it's possible that a lot of black bear, they den every winter. And if they aren't got good teeth and they're struggling a bit, that's a time they probably would die in their den over the winter. So I think that does happen to a lot of black bears, and that's why a lot of them, there's probably not a lot more bones than there are deer or something of that nature. So that's just something to consider. But I'm going to find a spot, and we're going to do some overnight camping up here. Now, I got to tell you guys, I'm a pretty strong man, but something about being in the dark by yourself in the woods is very intimidating for me. I see other people and it doesn't even faze them, but I'm the skittish guy, kind of, you know, and I get a little spooked out by certain things. So it's going to be kind of hard for me to do that by myself. I'm going to be looking for somebody that's willing to work with me a bit and maybe do some overnights with me. Now, in the towns that I go through up here in the North Woods, sometimes I'll just mention to somebody, like, have you ever seen anything, or have you ever heard anything strange? And, you know, sometimes you'd be surprised the stories I hear. And I've actually heard one from a game warden. He's not going to go on record, but he told me that he's seen stuff that he doesn't explain. Doesn't explain to him very well either. So where I'm at now, you could probably walk for maybe, I don't know how many miles you could walk, but you could walk right from where I am now to what they call the Slash in Maine. It's a big stretch of woods that has a big cut through it that separates the border from Canada and Maine. And if you cross it, you're in Canada. So you're not allowed to do that, but that's about the area I'm going to be in. We'll get a map on my channel at some point, and we will show you guys where we're going to be and the time of year, the conditions, and we're going to document it pretty good. But I'm going to do a lot of overnight camping in these woods, and I'm going to kind of do it bush style. I don't want to have a big presence in the woods. You can see I'm walking down a road that has been used in the past, and must have been used quite some time ago, because nice little trees, these little trees have grown up in here. It would take several years for that to occur, but this was selectively cut, I guess, some time ago. And the paper companies will clear cut nowadays. They'll just, in the old days they used to just wipe it right out. Nowadays they're a little bit more selective. Ooh, there's a squirrel. And they always plant back what they kind of want to come in next. And sometimes they have engineered trees that are engineered to grow fast, and so they can make paper with it. And that's kind of detrimental. If you get in an area where that type of, trees have been planted back, is the wildlife count goes down. You just doesn't support the habitat. The habitat's not so nice. Now, there's not a lot of deer up here in the northern Maine woods, but in this area that I'm in, I've seen quite a few of them. So I think this is a good spot. Like, if Bigfoot were going to be hunting for game, it's possible that they eat deer and smaller animals. So the area that I'm in is really conducive for that type of thing. But these woods are real deep and dark in the winter. So I can imagine as soon as it starts to get dark, it'll be really dark in these woods. There's a lot of cover over my head here. So like I said, guys, this is going to be a new channel. I'm going to get a better camera, and I'm really going to dedicate some time to this. And I hope you guys will enjoy my series I'm going to do, and come along with me. Follow me if you would like. Subscribe if you would like. I'm going to do the best I can to make it entertaining. And it's going to be a lot of exploring like I'm doing now. I can kind of see up ahead where it looks like there is a bit of maybe a road or a clearing or something. So I'll at least walk up to that as I'm talking to you guys. And I really appreciate anybody that does subscribe and decides to follow me through this. Who knows what we'll find? Who knows what we'll run into? But I think it's going to be pretty entertaining and fun. And if you sign up, you'll be getting on the channel at ground zero, guys. Oops, almost went down there. But yeah, this is going to be I think this is going to be a fun series to do. And who knows what we will find, really. But these woods are kind of mysterious, really. I mean, not a lot of people have been in these woods, you know. It's quite an expanse through here. Now, other parts of the state that I've spent time hunting in and stuff and fishing, there's like a lot of dirt roads cut through the woods. So it's really like, you know, it's really an unbroken forest, but there's a lot of dirt roads. In this particular area that I'm in, there's very little dirt roads. You can step off the side of the road here, and you could walk for 10 miles easily, and you wouldn't hit anything. So it's kind of intimidating. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to be lost out in these woods, and I'm not the most experienced woodsman. So this is going to be a challenge for me, but I'm going to accept this challenge. And anybody that subscribes and joins up is going to be very encouraging to me. And I hope it's very entertaining. I'm going to do my best. So I'm going to do some camping where I use a lot of gear. And I'm going to do some camping where I don't use very little gear. So this is that area I was talking about. There's a little bit of water coming through here. As you can see right there. It's coming right down through. And I think this might just be a staging area that's grown over where they would have pulled logs to or something. Because after you get through here, it's right back to the wilderness. But this is the introduction to my channel. I appreciate you guys' time, and it's really pretty out today. I'm probably about maybe a couple of miles from my vehicle right now, so I really am I'm in the woods, and from my vehicle to the next populated area is quite a distance also. So the next video I do will be showing me out in the woods overnight, probably, and we'll be exploring a northern part of Maine, and I'll have a map to show you where I'm at, and we'll see you guys on the next one.